Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back to part 2 of my EXO Exodus album listen. We are now going to be getting into the last 4 songs on this album. I checked out the first 5 in part 1. Of course, check that out if you haven't done so. I'll be sure to link that up there, but also it will probably get recommended to you. So I'm so excited to get into what we have next. I really enjoyed the songs in the first part, so I think this is going to be fun. So we have 4 songs, like I mentioned. We have Playboy, Hurt, Lady Luck, and Beautiful. So the first 2 songs there are going to be these performance videos or concert videos that I've been checking out, and then the last 2 are going to be lyric videos. And then after we have done all of the songs, we are going to be doing our usual rating of the full album. So that is the plan for today. I am excited. I don't really have much else to say, of course. Make sure you got your tea. I got my Ravenclaw mug. Again, we don't we don't like JFK here, or JKR. Yes, JKR, not JFK. JKR. We don't. But you know, this got gifted to me. It's quite old at this point. Anyway, though, I'm excited to dive into this. So let's check this out. I'm going to put in my little headphones and let's see what we have in store, because I really don't know what's next. I feel like I got a good bunch of different vibes in the first half of this album, so we are just gonna see what is next for us. So let's dive right into this. Let's go. This is from, also, I think most of these are from a Brazilian on YouTube. So, let's go.
Playboy.
Oh, outfits! Different outfits this time. Ooh. Is it sexy time? Ooh. Arms out. Woo! Sure. Woo! I might have heard this song before. It feels reminiscent. I don't know where I could have possibly heard it, but I recognize that. Place. Like, I think I've heard this bit before, but I don't know from where, and I don't know when. Woo! Oh, that was smooth. Boy. I knew they were gonna do that. Hello! The way they're singing this and this groove are really getting to me. The only thing I'm wondering right now is, I'm assuming they're the Playboy, right? Right? Woo! Woo! Okay, get it. Woo! Ooh! Ooh. The sweat is deadly. This little like pair dance part though, like woo. Yes. The way they say that? Ooh. I really like that vibe. I love me a good, like, slow banger. And especially if it has sexy lyrics. I'm just gonna assume that this is about them being the Playboy. But, like, if you wanted to, you could interpret this in a whole different way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. I have heard some allegations. I'll just say, I'm not deep enough into EXO fan spaces yet that I know everything that's going on. But I also do know that there has been some things here and there where it's like, this might be a little bit fruity. You know? Like, just a little bit of that has gotten into my knowledge. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna take it as they're the Playboy, and they're basically just telling this other person that, like, hey, you knew what you were in for, but you got into it anyway. So, like, is it really my problem, or is it your problem? You know? Like that very classic Playboy, F-boy attitude of, like, it's not my problem that you ended up falling in love with me, you know, like, that's what happens, because I'm just so great, you know. But I really like that chorus part, where they were like, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. There was a lot more, like, faster paced parts in the song that I really, really liked, especially that part, of course, but also in some of the parts as well. It felt like it was kind of, like, dragging me along, and I felt like I was, like, ooh, being, like, taken by the scruff of my neck. But it was really, really nice. And that little pair dance part, like, okay, get it, absolutely. Grabbing each other by the waist, just doing a little woo woo. That's very, very fun. Yeah, I like that vibe. I thought it was very seductive, but also just like a nice slow vibe, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure if I listened to this when I was doing something else, it would be a nice, like, you know, kind of like sway song, a little bit of a body roll song, but just like, like this kind of song, you know? And I appreciate those. Now I'm reminded of this. That was crazy last time. But that was Playboy. Now we're going to move on to our last performance that we have, or not, yeah, last performance, but not last song, of course. We have Hurt. Now, of course, by the title, I think this is going to hurt my feelings. I mean, if it doesn't, that is kind of crazy, because, like, what else could it do? So I'm excited for this. I'm assuming there's going to be some amazing vocals. Obviously, we saw Dio there in the thumbnail singing his heart out, I assume. So I'm very excited to see what this sounds like, but also I'm a little bit nervous because sad songs are not usually for me. But let's go. I just don't know how to process them, you know? Whoa. Whoa, this feels like it's like from a TV show. American Horror Story intro. Ooh! This is not what I was expecting at all, but I'm really intrigued. That feels like either music video, like a music it feels like music that plays from like a music box, or it feels like an intro to a horror themed TV show. Like, I could see this being like I haven't watched all the seasons yet of American Horror Story, but I'm thinking of like Freak Show, or there's that one about maybe House, perhaps? Murder House, that's what it's called. Yes. Maybe that too. Or like I don't know, but it feels like it could fit a bunch of them, to be honest. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. Okay, like, you hurt me. Woo! Sure. Sure, guys. So it definitely has like a little bit more of like that desperate and kind of like sad lyrics, but the song itself does not sound that way when I'm listening to it right now. Like, it's intense, and I definitely think you feel the emotion through the instrumental, but I'm just somebody who's listening to this and I'm like, oh, this is sick. Like, that's my immediate thought right now. Like, this sounds really, really sick. Woo! Ooh, the smoke! I can't get enough of Chen. I just keep looking at him. Woo! Breakdown, that too, just like all of the song has such a creepiness to it that I really, really like that part. Da 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 da. Yay with this. Woo! Oh yes. Woo! Oh. Woo! Ooh. They might have been doing that earlier and I just didn't think about it, but they're mirroring each other. That's really, really cool. Bruh, okay? Sure. Excuse me. Damn. Well, that was hurt. Definitely not what I was expecting from this title, but that makes me very, very happy that didn't come true because, again, no shade, because I understand so many people love sad songs, but for me, it just never really has been something that I like because I depend so much on music to boost my mood, and I get so, how should I say, I feel music so hard that, like, I don't want to listen to a sad song and then be sad. So, like, a lot of the time, unless I'm already in a sad mood and I want to egg that on somehow, which, like, never happens, I usually don't seek it out unless it is, like, placed on my lap, you know? And so it makes me happy that, like, there was definitely parts of the song where I could tell it's about, obviously it's about, you know, in some way of relationship sense, but it also had some, like, quite introspective and, like, interesting lyrics about, like, being afraid of being alone and seeing somebody in shadows when they're, like, gone from your life, you know? Like, seeing things and, like, thinking that it's the person, but in fact it's something else, or, like, it feels like you're having visions, you know? And that's kind of what I felt with this one. But I really enjoyed it. Like I said, it had this creepy vibe, but also it definitely did feel sad, but also it had a little bit of a sexy twist to it too, with that, like, it's really, really funny whenever you check out things and it's like they're singing about how hurt they are, like they were doing hair, but they're, like, body rolling. Sad song, so with body rolls kind of get to me, but I enjoyed it though. I thought it was fun for sure. But yeah, that was Hurt. Now we're gonna move on to the last two songs that we have, and these are both gonna be lyric videos. So of course I do enjoy still watching those, but I do really love as well having the visual components. That's what I've liked about taking out EXO so far, is that they have so many performance clips with lyrics on them on the internet. But anyway, I've been holding this teacup for too long. I was going to take a sip, but let's do that while I get into the next song, which is Lady Luck. So, oh my god, look at those photos. I'm excited to see what this is about, but I feel like Lady Luck? You got luck with your lady? That's what I'm thinking right now. So, let's dive into it. This is also, I think all of the lyric videos are from the same person. Yankat, I think. So let's dive into our next song. Let's go into Lady Luck.
Lady Luck.
Whoa!
시간아 조금만 더 달려봐. I promise girl.
Ooh.
어둠이 내리게 해봐. 그녀를 데려와. 수많은 별 그중에 너는 only one. 난 고개 들어 바라볼 수밖에. 나 한없이 닿을 수 없나. 날아가 봐도 잡을 수 없나. 손을 뻗어도.
What? That was one of the craziest, like, in my 10 plus years of listening to music, and a couple of them of listening to them professionally, kind of, although I wouldn't say I'm professional, but obviously you guys pay me to do this, so, but that was one of the craziest transitions I feel like I've heard in years. Because, first of all, I'm assuming that was, like, vocal. That was somebody's actual voice doing that. Boom, boom, boom. Like, I think it was probably somebody who's, like, really good at doing, like, beatboxing or something. Like, that is the vibe that I got from it. We got from there, and then some parts of it, I heard that guitar strum, and I was like, no, that's not what they're doing. Like, that's not where they're going, are they? And then all of a sudden, we just went into, like, your more standard, like, slower, like, love song. Although this does also have some like a little bit more like yearning feel, but still crazy. Crazy. Woo. Whoa. I was a little bit like torn about that first part, to be honest. I was listening to it and I was like, I don't know if I really like this so far. But then this part came in and I really like this part. We're gonna see if it kicks in again, but I like this vibe. Woo. Ooh. It's been a long time since I heard a moan in a song, but there we go. Yeah, I hear it now, that like boom, boom, boom. I hear it, but it's not as like in your face. They have been kind of like it's been a little bit more mixed into the song, you know. One more time? Crazy. Ooh. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. That was crazy to listen to. I like this part a lot. I do. Whoa. Yeah, I think this is one of the most disorienting songs that I've listened to in quite a long time on this channel. And I listen to a lot of music. I don't even want to know how many songs I've listened to in total on this channel. Like, it's been a many of them. Let's just say the least. But I did enjoy certain parts of this. But I feel like overall, I don't think this one is really going to stick. And I always go into the album hoping for the best, and how should I say, it's hard for me to not like a song. Usually I tend to enjoy like most things that I listen to because, you know, I just tend to be more of a person who I enjoy more things than I dislike things. Like, if I don't like something, I usually tend to always have a reason for it. And if I'm like, you know, it's not really like my favorite thing ever, I'll still say that I like it. But it's like, you know, if I dislike something, I usually put that on me that I have to have a reason for it. That actually is like not just I don't like this person's like vibe, you know? Like that isn't enough for me. So that being said though, I think the mixture of all of these elements didn't really work in my brain. You know, like we had that little beatboxing part, and then we had that more guitar, and then we had that little breakdown, which that was crazy. I feel like it wasn't really my type of vibe anyway, and maybe it would get better if I saw a performance of this, but just in general, I don't know. There were definitely parts that I liked, but overall I would say like I think I'm a little bit more like neutral about the song, and I think it's leaning a little bit more towards like I don't know if I would really ever seek this out, you know. So, but that obviously is no shade to anybody in particular. It's just like it's not really my type of music, you know. Like I'm already somebody who like maybe controversially I don't really like guitar that much in songs. Like if you pair it up with other good things, like then it can become amazing. Like I listen to rock music, like I should know, but it's like it usually tends to be really I have to really really like it in order to like go seek it out, you know. Piano is another story, but yeah, that's just how I feel. I don't know, but the lyrics of this are very nice. I enjoy all the references to meteors, the aurora, because we got a lot of those over here, and stuff like that. So I enjoyed the lyrics. They were very poetic, but just like the actual song, the listening experience, don't know if it was for me. But of course, maybe you love the song. That's your own prerogative, of course. So now we're on to our last song for this album. This is Beautiful, the Korean version. We have one of these lyric videos, and that is going to be amazing to watch because like these kind of lyric videos just have my heart because I just think they're like kind of silly in my opinion. So I'm excited to watch this. This is Beautiful from, let's see, Uyuti, I think so. Milk tea. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go. I'm hoping for something beautiful. Oh, hello there. Right, that makes more sense. Ooh. This is already like kind of ethereal. It's got a little bit more of a heavier drum, but it feels very ethereal to me. Hold on, I want to start that from the beginning. I was so confused by that. I was like, my hair? My eyes? Oh, you know, if you have hair on your face. I was just dumb. I'm sorry. You probably knew. If you have ever watched one on my channel, you know that I'm not the most brightest. I like that a lot. I'm excited. Ooh. Wow. Uh-huh. Ooh, pretty. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. This is so like the language is so flattering. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Ah. Get me out of here.
네 모든 언어가 마치 바람이 되어 맴도는 걸
Ooh.
간지러운 속삭임 왜 우리처럼 해집어난 내 맘 가라앉지 않아 내 입술에 닿았던 나의 이름 별음이 없던 내가 특별해져
Whoa, whoa.
빛 스며든 눈결빛과 언제올지 모르지 노을 같은 사랑이란
Ooh.
말없이 번져가고 love 다른 색을 가져도 이 세상에 물들어가
Whoa.
꽃잎을 닮은 그 눈빛 거스러지지 않을까 겁이 나는 마음껏 안지 못해 너 깨질까봐 말해 눈부신 나의 그대여
Okay.
천국의 문을 열어줘
Hey. Ooh. The ad-libs. Your voice is a melody. Wow. Get it. Ooh. Hello, footage. Huh. I'm so curious about that video now. We saw that earlier, right? Have I missed anything that's good to know? Good to watch? Because I think I've mentioned it before, or I talked about it before, that if like an album has like an intro video or something like that, I would like check it out. Is there one to this album? I want to check, and then I'm going to probably do a little weird thing, and I'm going to insert it at the beginning of the first part. And we're just going to act like that isn't an issue. But, Anyway, let's talk about this song, and then I'm going to see if I need to do a little add-on there. But this song was very nice, definitely. I enjoyed it because it was, of course, a slower song, but it also didn't feel like nothing was happening. You know, I feel that obviously because we had that little bit more of the rhythm with the drums and all that, and also the very pretty noises. I like that a lot. But it felt like we were still like having a little bit of a tempo, a little bit of a pace. And I do really enjoy that because I'm somebody who, like, if something doesn't really happen, because this song was quite uniform in its instrumental and also in its lyrics too. Like, it was a little bit like repetitive, not in a bad way, of course. It just was a little bit repetitive. So it's nice to have that because otherwise I think I could have been a little bit bored of this. But it was so beautiful instrumentally, and also they did sing it very nicely, that I do think I enjoy this. The lyrics, though, are like, they feel a little bit intense to me because I know obviously that they're not talking about me, of course, but the thing is, when you have a song with the pronoun you in it, I'm gonna think it's about me, and I'm gonna really take it into, like, I'm gonna internalize it, and the actual words here are so like flowery and over the top that it's just a bit too much for me personally. But of course, it's very nice. It's a nice message. I'm sure that if people heard this from somebody they really appreciated, that they would really like it, you know. But I'm not really a word person. I'm more of a, like, acts and that kind of person, you know? Like, I like being shown that I'm appreciated rather than having the words being thrown at me, because sometimes you can be lying. But this is fun. I did enjoy it though. So that was the entire Exodus album. Like I said, I'm going to be checking if I missed something there, and I'm going to, like I said, even though it's kind of annoying for you guys, I'm going to insert it into the beginning of the next video with no explanation whatsoever. But that is my plan. So I'm going to be right back, and you're going to be seeing the final rating. So let's go. All right, lovelies, let's go ahead and get into the final rating. I have now deliberated a little bit. I also checked if there was anything like a Exodus album trailer, film, teaser, whatever, and I couldn't find it. I only found member versions, and it would end up being like 8 minutes or something, so I thought it would be a little bit too much to include. So sorry about that, but that is how I decided to go with it. But I've listened through everything again, and I have sort of collected myself a little bit and gotten everything written down, so let us talk about it. So, this album got a 4 stars. God, I am so sorry about that. 4 stars. Technically 4.5 if you want to count in half and quarter stars, but that is how it ended up being, because, and I think I maybe teased it and I told you guys about it, it's only one song that I didn't end up putting in songs I like, and that was Lady Luck. It wasn't for me. I couldn't really get into it even in the second listen, so that is how it ended up. I know it's kind of sucky whenever it's one song, you know, but that is how it ended up. But all of the other songs I put in songs to like. So I'm going to show you real quick what this looks like so you can see, and then I'm going to read it off to you. So I put in my little comment box so many different songs here, and I enjoyed most of them, like I mentioned. Lady Luck, like I said, it just isn't for me. I couldn't really get into it, but if there's somebody out there who is like the strongest stan of that song, then of course go ahead and do you, but it just wasn't really for me, so sorry about that. My favorites are El Dorado and Hurt, actually. I really did enjoy a lot of the songs, including, I really liked Playboy, Call Me Baby, obviously classic, but I didn't want to put the title track because I've heard it so many times, so I ended up putting those two. But Transformer, I really enjoyed. Exodus as well was really, really cool, and Playboy, like I mentioned, and Beautiful was also really nice. I don't think I would end up putting it there, but that's basically half of the album that I really enjoyed, so great on me. Like, I super enjoyed. So yeah, but I had fun with it all, like I mentioned. What's next? And I believe what's next is, of course, it's going to be a little bit until I get back in, because I don't do two artists, or the same artist, I don't do 2 months in a row, so it might be a little bit. And obviously I generate, like, I auto-generate or auto-pick whoever is going to be that month, so it might be a little bit until I get to the next one. But I believe what we have next is the Love Me Right repackage, I think, but that's the Chinese stuff. I'm not entirely sure. Exodus, yes, I think it might be Love Me Right, which I don't know how many songs. That only has 4 extra. I forgot that there was a repackage, but I apologize. So it might be the next one after that is Lotto, I think, or it might be, wait, the third album. Am I missing something here? Oh God, this always is an issue for me. It might be Exact, potentially. But that seems to have like other songs. No, I think this is new stuff. Yes. Okay. So it's Exact. Yes. Yes. So that will be next, and of course I'm missing some stuff with the Love Me Right repackage, so sorry about that. But I have watched and listened to Love Me Right before as well on the channel, so check that out, of course, as well if you're curious. I'll always have the playlist of the artist also up. No, it's at the end card of the video, so go there and check it out if you want to. Anyway, though, I think that was enough talking on my part. I hope you guys enjoyed this. The next album I believe that we are doing is we are going to be checking out 2 different Stacy releases, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to be getting into, I'm trying to be real quick about this, but it's always hard to find in my notes. Here we go. Yes, Stacy's Statum and Stereotype. We're doing both of those because I believe they're like 3 to 4 songs each. So I decided to like splice them into one because otherwise I feel like this would be a very short video. So that is my plan, and I'm very excited about that. But anyway, I think that was enough for 2 videos. Otherwise this will be way too freaking long. So yeah, I think that was all I wanted to say. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel and checking me out over on Patreon. I do early access to YouTube videos as well as variety and K-drama watches. So check that out if you would like to. Like this video if you like it, and if you have any requests, you can leave it down in the comments below, and hopefully I get to it one day. Thank you for watching. If you have a great rest of your day, free Palestine, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!